our final final football break of the night, and this is going to be a late night Optic Sparkles. We did not hit the Jaden 101 earlier tonight. We are now looking for the Jaden Downtown White Sparkle 101. We have a 25% filler to run. It's going to fill up our remaining 6 spots in this break. Your fillers: Ace, Will S, Christopher Y, Richard H, Caleb S for 2, Brad B for 2, Eric T, Jesse T for 2, David S, Morgan Y, Mark N, Ian D, Matt J, CJ I, Jacob S for 2, Vanessa, Joseph W, Jacob S, Chang P, and JWJ. 24 names. Your top 6 are going to make it in. We're just going to go 14 times. Somebody once complained to me because I accidentally rolled 3 dice, and they said I would have got in if we would have rolled 12 times. I don't know what they said. We're just going to go 3 dice. 3 dice. After 14, top 6 make it on in. We're just going to do it. If I mess up and roll 3 dice, we'll go 3 dice. It doesn't matter. 11, 12, 13, and top 6. Richard H, Jesse T for 2, Matt J, Chang P, and Brad B making it on in.
Oh, you're welcome.
Jimmy, you have a good night, man.
That was very nice of you. Say thank you.
Somebody once complained so much that I rolled 3 dice.
And it was during when I was breaking.
And they got a refund on 1 singular filler because they complained so much. So now if I accidentally roll 3, we just go 3. Everybody who missed, you'll be in our filler giveaway at the end of the night. You guys would be very shocked by some of the emails that we get and some of the weird things that we have to deal with. Combo spots: Cowboys and Browns, Dolphins and Titans, Steelers and Jets, Seahawks and Saints. Raymond R on top, down to Brad B on the bottom. Going 10 times. 10 times on the names, 10 times on your teams. You live and learn. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Matt J up top, all the way down to Richard H on bottom. No, nothing says I figured it out. If you buy 2 fillers, RGL will hit for you. If you buy 4, dusting for sure. Apparently, if you buy 5, it's the same as buying 2. Cardinals on top, Commanders on bottom. For some reason, I've seen people buy a lot of 2 fillers and get 2 spots, and 5 fillers and they get 2 spots.
Oh, here we go. Now
6, 7, 8, 9, and that is 10 with the Texans up top, all the way down to the Dolphins, Titans on bottom. Matt J with the Texans, Robert E with the Seahawks and the Saints, Bradley Cole with the Giants, Jesse with the Cardinals, Andrew B with the Colts, Justin S with the Chargers, Raheel with the Vikings. We have Martha with the Packers, Philip Y with the Patriots, Bobby D with the Falcons, Jesse T with the Lions, Dan F with the Cowboys and the Browns, Raymond with the Jags with our gold member spot. We've got Chad R with the Steelers and the Jets. We have Stephen D with the Buccaneers, Joseph B with the Bengals, Brad B with the Raiders, Chang with the Eagles, Walter with the Rams, Christian H with the Ravens, Aaron M with the Broncos, Dan Lee with the Panthers, Terry B with the Chiefs, Mickey with the Bills, Ismail with the Commanders, Furry Goat with the Bears, Evan C with the 49ers, and Richard with the Dolphins and the Titans. How do I go about entering these? I've been watching for a while. I really don't understand. So you click the link that is at the top of chat. That takes you to our website. It is a Shopify store with all of our breaks available for the night. You buy into the one that you want, and then you watch your break. Tonight we are all sold out. You guys sold out 15 breaks tonight. I'm getting the fabled 15th break. That almost never happens. And it certainly shouldn't happen on a week where we have had a weird stream schedule this week. I've been live Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. I don't know how I have a voice. I don't know how I have any energy, but here I am, and I'm chatting with you guys. And, yeah. Our next set of breaks for Wednesday evening, starting at 5 p.m. Pacific time, those get posted on Tuesday at 10 a.m. Pacific time. So our breaks go up on Tuesdays and Fridays. JML's breaks goes up on Thursday for his stream. And, yeah, we're live here every Wednesday and Saturday. We're live on Thursday on JML's channel. This week has been a little bit different because of our schedule. So this week's definitely been different than weeks past, because we've been live on Tuesday and Thursday, but we're not making a habit of that. We should be live on Wednesday and Saturday for most weeks moving forward. Trying to work in a member exclusive stream. You guys asked about that. I don't know when, but we will do a members only stream probably sometime in July. Members only. You'll have to be a member on the channel in order to even watch the stream or buy in. We did one a few months back. It's pretty fun. How about we just hit one of those black 101s, please? George Karloftis, CJ Stroud, Warren, Romeo Dobbs, Tyler Lockett, and Justin Jefferson. 66 of 180.
Oh, they're on the filler conversation.
If someone converts one of their fillers to a full spot, it doesn't change the odds no matter what. We've had this discussion before. There was somebody who was talking about like expected value and all this crazy stuff, that math behind the math that didn't really math. A 25% filler is a 25% filler. If you buy multiple, they're all independent chances. It even says that in our group break rules now. Ricky Pearsall on the contours. And Ennis Rakestraw on the pink fade, 34 of 88. He was like complaining about how if somebody converts over, it's less full spots in the pool, and if he has like 5 fillers but there's only 4 spots available, his EV is lower, and oh boy, it was a nightmare. That was a fun email chain.
He thought he was talking to me the whole time.
He did think he was talking to JML the whole time. That was funny. Josh Downs, Derrick Henry, Montez Sweat, and Troy Franklin. He was completely wrong, yes. But we updated our group break rules page to explain the math behind the math. Geno Stone, Bryce Young, Stephon Diggs, Zach Moss, and Mike Evans. No, I understood his argument perfect. 58 of 180. It's just that the way he was thinking about math didn't actually apply to what he had purchased. It's I don't want to get into it. It's this whole complicated expected value, which you use in like poker and you use in other stuff. What is a 25% filler? It helps fill up a break. It gives you a 25% chance to get into the break for 25% of the cost of the break. Roman Wilson and Flournoy, 151 of 180. What's up, Mike? So his argument was basically that when he bought into a filler, the amount of fillers, full spots available, should never change. That was his argument. He thinks that if there was 6 full spots available when he bought a filler, and then it goes up to 8 or it goes down to like 6 because people convert on over or we take filler spots away, he thought that that was a bait and switch, even though it doesn't have any bearing on the amount of spots that he could hit.
Nice to see you, Mike. Haven't seen you for a bit.
And that
You're
was
good, man.
a crazy argument on email that went into a Twitter conversation. Kayvon Thibodeau, 164 of 180. Also, the dude was a wild racist who owned some sort of fishing lures company in Florida. So there was also that. There was this whole other thing to it where he owned some company that made fishing lures out of Florida, and he was posting wildly racist stuff on his account. So he was arguing, and then people were like looking at his other tweets and like, oh, this dude's crazy. He did himself no favors. Box number 2 of Phoenix International. In addition to being completely wrong, he outed himself as a complete racist. Patrick Mahomes, Trey Tucker, and Rasul Douglas, 80 of 180. True definition of Florida man. He was the true definition of a Florida man. You ever see the memes about Florida man? Darren Blaine.
You're taking yourself.
I'm not digging myself a hole.
Okay.
Lad McConkey on the contours. Lad McConkey for the Chargers. Going to Justin. And Terry and Arnold. What's up, Jasper? 114 of 180. So if you buy a filler spot, you are not guaranteed a spot in the break. Correct. The best way I can explain it is, let's say you and 4 friends all pitch in to buy a hobby box. And that box is $200. So you each throw in 50 bucks. But only one of you is going to get the box. And so you guys, I don't know, you roll a dice or do whatever. You draw cards from a poker deck, and whoever gets a high card gets a box. That's what a filler is. If you don't get into the break, you're helping somebody else get into the break for a fraction of the cost. That's the easy way to explain a filler. James Cook, Dak Prescott, Josh Hines Allen, Tyler Lockett, Logan Wilson, and Terry and Arnold. You are correct, Sepia. You are 100% correct. Aiden Hutchinson, George Karloftis, C.J. Stroud, Quincy Williams, Hufanga, and Kyle Duggar for the Patriots. That is also correct, Rotten Little Ego. 57 of 88.
Man, we got some smart people in the chat.
Hey, it's 2 in the morning. You would think you just have a bunch of degenerate people and people coming home from the bar and wanting to have some more fun. No, we have some big brains in this chat right now. I like it. I like it. I would like it a lot more if we saw a gold or an auto. These mega boxes have not been great. Montez Sweat. This one might be decent. Or it might be Luke McCaffrey. Luke McCaffrey going to Ismail. And Leafu for the Cowboys. 103 of 180. Nobody's ugly at 2 a.m., says Gustavo. It's funny. Alright, show me some gold, please. Please. Man, Phoenix Megas were rough. James Conner, DeAndre Swift, Josh Downs, Nico Collins. Rookie Seahawk, that is DJ James. DJ James, 2 of 40. Seattle and Saints is Robert. Alright, we've got Resurgence. Getting out of my bar shift, says Jasper. Say what you want about Resurgence, but every time we open a box, it seems like we hit a good auto. I don't want to jinx it. We always see a decent name. Keyshawn Johnson, Terrell Owens, Jatavion Sanders on the refractor, Michael Vick, Rakestraw, Bonix. I like Resurgence as well.
Man, we got a lot of... I love this chat right now.
Chat's fun right now. Randy Moss, Kurt Warner, Jim Kelly on the refractor. There's going to be Chop Robinson on the speckle. 183 of 275. Xavier Legette going to the Carolina Panthers. Dan Lee, Jonathan Brooks, and Marvin Harrison. Midnight is good as well. This one has Inception in it. We're bringing back Inception. Almost out of Inception. Such a good product. But will their license kick in before the next midnight? I'm not sure. I don't know. Is that red? I think that's pink. Conductors of John Elway. Chop Robinson. Chad Johnson. Ed McCaffrey. Edgerrin James. Joe Alt. 198 of 199. Joe Alt for the Chargers. Chargers. Justin S.
Probably get NBA.
We will get Midnight NBA next year. Do you think? Do you think NFL and NBA will get Cactus Jack? Probably basketball. Definitely basketball. Did we catch Night of Champions? I did not catch Night of Champions. I'm gonna watch it sometime Sunday or Monday.
I only caught the end of it.
Too early for me. Tony Dorsett, and then I slept late to get some extra sleep in. Emmett Smith, Marvin Harrison, Circuit Breakers, and Byron Murphy. No, I got some extra sleep in.
It took me an hour and 45 minutes to get here,
JML got stuck in traffic on the way here.
The worst ever.
Still have not seen our autos yet. Herman Moore, John Randall. Archie Manning, 173 of 275 on the blue. Jim Kelly, Javondre Sweat, and Jerzon Newton. I just woke up with a splitting headache today, and I couldn't shake it. So I went back to sleep. I was supposed to wake up at like 11:30. I just went back to sleep. Which was scary because I didn't even set an alarm. I just went back to sleep. Could have woke up an hour before the stream. Tom Brady, Glimmers and Gleam. I'm sure my wife would have woke me up at like 3 or something like that. But our patch auto. Player Warren Mem. This is AD Mitchell. No, amped up. Malachi Corley is our rookie patch auto. 86 of 99. Yeah, that last break of the night is sold out. Malachi Corley, not the rookie patch auto we were looking for here. Nap roulette could be 30 minutes, could be 4 hours.
I'm sorry to hear about your job, man. That sucks.
Yeah, sucks to hear about your job, Colin. That sucks. Sorry, man. Eddie George. Our next auto is Chris Jenkins, really putting me to the test in that every box has a good auto theory.
Who's that?
Johnny Wilson, Cedric Gray.
It's not you. Time him out.
Time who out? Colin. Don't be sad. Comes with 82 weeks pay. Oh.
That's good.
Well, that's nice if that's true. I think we have a case hit here.
Find the job, though.
Yeah, definitely set something up. Don't wait till week 81 to get something else. Tyrion Arnold, I think we have one of those like amped case hits. It is. I think it's an amped case hit or wired. Of Xavier Leggett. Going to Carolina, going to Dan Lee. Hit the squirrels for Leggett. He'll eat the squirrels. He legitimately will eat squirrels. We'll run the squirrels for him. Xavier Leggett, not going to be a one-touch. One more auto left in this box somewhere. It's a case hit, so they're 1 in every 12 boxes, but it's not the best player. Mike Vick, Krishna Koye, Jonathan Ogden. Glimmers and Gleam of Kelsey. Jonah Ellis and Michael Hall. TB12, Adrian Peterson. Wave. Oh my god, it's so close. 311 of 399, Andre Rison. CJ Stroud, Trevin Wallace, and Devin Leary. We are encroaching upon these major and mega bounties. One of them eventually has to get hit.
Man, he's like a year and a half, almost a year and a half.
You get 82 weeks severance? That's ridiculous. Will Levis, Doug Flutie, Mike Singletary. Alright. Putting my theory to the test. Hey, every box has a good auto. Drake May going to the Patriots. That's going to be Phil Y. Every box has a good auto. Theory is still true. Nice. 80 of 99, Warren Moon. Will Reichard. Theory is still true. Every box has a good auto. Where's my silvers at? Do I have a silver mag for this one?
I used the color box today.
I might not have a silver. What do we have left for color in this box? Not much. Our last white and 2 reds. Okay, no big deal. Sorry, you just get a standard mag. And you also get some squirrels, Phil. Drake May base sticker silver auto. How many more shots at Optic 101s do you have left? I know that We have 4 coming on in, and then Hitman has 2. So I think between both of us, we have 6 more chances, and that's it. There's no more on the market. Nada. Dan Marino, Drew Brees, Mason Smith, Glimmers and Gleam of James Harrison, Olu Fashanu, and AJ Barner. Let's go ahead and do Optic because we have our white sparkles at the end. Let's do Optic Hobby. Dude, if we don't, if between me and Hitman with these last 6, if we don't at least get one of the 2, I might cry. Because there's just like none on the market. Every time you open one and it doesn't have those guys, the rest just go up in value. Luke Musgrave, Garrett Wilson, Justin Jefferson. So one of the downsides, every box that you open that doesn't have one of those guys literally makes the next ones that you can find more expensive if the people who are holding them are like paying attention and tracking them, you know? So if it doesn't get hit this week with these last 6, the next one that goes up on the market, if whoever decides to sell, they might put it up for $3,000. And if there's only 10 left out there, or whatever, however many that are unsealed, like, it might just be worth it if they all hit the market just to, like, buy them all at once and pray that you hit the $40,000 Jaden, you know? A.D. Mitchell for the Colts. 83 of 299. Is there as many boxes as there are players in the set? There are 300 total boxes. You know that a product is getting scarce when there's just 0 available on the market. Usually on a product like that, on a box set, there's usually between like 3 to 5 on the market at any given time. Like if somebody owns multiples, they usually don't put more than like 1 or 2 on the market. And there's just 0 available right now. J.C. Horn, Christian Wilkins, and Derek Carr, captains in charge. So, I mean, we'll see. I have to imagine somebody in our community is going to hit one of them this week. Orange, Cortland Sutton for the Broncos, going Aaron, 240 of 249. So that's the hope. I'm not huge on doing mixers that have, like, complete sets in them. Like, we rarely do those. But, like, just looking at the raw numbers, like, the odds are so good right now that it just made sense to, you know, put them in a break. DGen a personal, like, that's still a tough ask for that much money. But in a break, with split cost and somebody potentially getting a $40,000 hit and that card being, like, seemingly obtainable. Rashad White for the Bucks in 29 and 125. I think it just makes too much sense not to break all the remaining ones that are out there. If any others get posted for sale, I'm sure me and Hitman will probably buy them. Because there's like there's got to be under 10% of them left out there at this point. Like at most, the most remaining, it have to be like 20 or 30. Levante David and Josh Allen on the best tutties. We hit Jaheim Bell, which is probably like a, I don't know, $300 to $400 101. And then we hit a Brock Purdy, which is probably like about $1,000 or so. So like our 101s were not bad tonight. They weren't who we were looking for. But then also remember, you get literally every rookie numbered to 300. The Jaden sells for like $400, $500 in a PSA 10. All the other ones sell. So like you're not losing a ton of value if you get a bad 101. Because you're still getting a complete set, 300 cards, or 300 cards all numbered to 300. And, like, you're getting all the rookies, so Marvin Harrison and all those guys, Malik Neighbor. And all those slowly add up. Obviously, if you get a bad 101, it doesn't add up to the total cost of what you paid. But that's the risk that you're assuming for the chance that, like, one of the $40,000 Jaden or probably about a $15,000 JJ. Xavier Legette. Even the base QBs, like even, you know, the Patrick Mahomes is probably like $25. The Josh Allen's probably like $15. All the minor stars are probably all like between $2 and $3. And it's a 300 card set. So it all like slowly adds up. Like if you piece it out and you sold it all individually without considering your 101, if you break it up, you grade the good rookies, you probably get about like between 1,200 and 1,500 bucks back, I would imagine. So you're really risking like a grand on what your 101 is. 41 of 149, CJ Stroud. It's not like the WNBA rookie royalty boxes where you can spend $4,000 on box and get, you know, 500 bucks back. Like, you're guaranteed a floor when you're buying a complete set. Byron Murphy, Keenan Allen, Jalen Waddle. Light blue of CJ Stroud walking into the end zone, going to Matt J on a filler. 166 of 199. It's a great picture for a card. This would be good on like a downtown or a case hit or like an obsidian color blast or something. Look good. We're looking for downtowns in this break. Case hits. We have 2 optic white sparkle packs, my final 2, and there are no more of those on the market either. We have a blue in here. Edgerrin Cooper, Roquan Smith, Kyron Williams. Just vet heavy box. Not a lot of rookies. Alvin Kamara, 140 of 199 for the Saints. Quay Walker, Josh Palmer, Jahan Dotson. What up, Wayland? What up, homie? That's my poker brother. Is he ever worthy? James Cook, Kenneth Walker, Minka Fitzpatrick, 269 of 299. We have not seen our auto yet in this box. They did fill that last break. That's why we shouldn't even ask anymore. If we want to run one, we'll just put it up. Joe Mixon, Brandon Ayuk, Terry McLaurin for the Commanders, going to Ismail, 180 of 249. Are the kids any better? Are they still sick? Speaking of poker, did you see Grinder won the 50K? I did. I don't know, like him winning that 4 times in a row, that's crazy. Our auto is right here. Like, why can he just win that tournament 4 straight times? Like, that's crazy. Our auto. Joe Alt for the Chargers. Joe Alt is our auto. A little bit of dust on that one. 58 of 99. Going to the Chargers. And Justin S. in this break. Grinder was in another tournament this week, too. He was, like, close to final table. We have a team logos to 32 here, I think. Devonta Williams, Jalen Carter. Bronco. Jarrett Stidham to 32. 17 of 32 on the Jarrett Stidham. Bo Nix would just look nasty on this card going to Aaron.
Those are just like the best cards in my opinion.
I like the team logo design. I do. We pulled the Jaden, didn't we, from this? Yeah.
Walter.
For Walter, yep. Blowing through the med. Ugh, that sucks.
They just have like a virus.
They just have like head colds, yeah. Man, what a bad box of Optic. Dawson Knox, Dylan Lobb. Otherwise, a pretty bad box of Optic. Let's go ahead and do our Resurgence Delight.
Yeah, they're cool. I want to see one of those Nancy Leslie.
See a J Dono here. Come on. Trying to remember where our hits are at here. There's an auto right there. Kicking off with Will Shipley on the refractor. TB12, Tom Brady for the Patriots. Luke, 122 of 275, Luke McCaffrey. Circuit breakers of Luke McCaffrey. That's too much Luke. 146 of 249. Troy Franklin on the shimmer for Denver. AJ Barner, good old AJB for Seattle. What a horrible autograph. One of the all-time bad autographs.
Bro,
Golden Hawk, you can't defend that.
If I saw him in public, I'd be like, bro, what kind of autograph
Dude.
is that?
See how he has a binky in his mouth? That's like a 3-year-old who signed that.
At least it doesn't say Pete after the J.
That's Keon Coleman going to the Bills. Going to Mickey. And our patch auto. 59, 50 of 125. Roman Wilson, man. Ugh. Ugh. Steelers, Giants, Chatter.
That's a bad auto. Too.
That was an all-time bad box of Resurgence.
His auto is like bad.
His auto is just RW.
All right.
You're not, whose auto is worse?
Yeah.
I think it's AJB. I think AJB is a way worse auto. Who do you guys think has a worst auto? AJB or Roman Wilson?
Roman Wilson.
I don't know. Like, AJB is bad because there's like no thought into it. This one at least he's like got like some loops. The R looks good. This one looks like it's literally done by a toddler. This literally looks like a toddler's auto right here. Whose auto did we hit earlier? Velveteen Dreams. He still had the all-time bad tonight. Just the V check mark. That one was all-time bad. Alright, we have 2 Inception, 2 White Sparkle, 2 Basketball Breaks to end the night. Double Inception. Only one touch so far. We need more. We need to see something nasty in 2 boxes of Inception. That's a really thick pack.
Wow. Booklet.
That, do we have a booklet in here? We might have a booklet. We definitely have a booklet. If we have Jaden, do we have him one more time? What on earth is going on in here? We'll just do this. We have a very thick booklet. Jonathan Brooks for the Carolina Panthers. That is 70 of 99. Darren Woodson, 83 of 125. How about a Drake May, 8 of 50. Another one for the Patriots. Another one for the Patriots. Kurt Warner on the mem, 10 of 25 for the Cardinals, going to Jesse. Edgerrin James. Jaden Daniels. And we are just going to rip open this booklet. Good luck. Michael Pratt for Green Bay. Son of a bitch. We got the Pratt. We don't want to see the rat now. 12 of 35. Michael Pratt for Green Bay on your rookie Genesis booklet. Martha. Unbelievable. You get a booklet and it's the Pratt. Wanted to see Jaden right there.
That's a kick in the dick.
Rather it be Chris Pratt. Yeah, that's rough.
What's up, D-Lo?
Oh my gosh, my boy D'Lo Brown, and if you're wondering, that is the real deal now. You're messing with the real deal now. D'Lo Brown in a chat. What up, homie? I need to contact Topps on Monday. We got to get your redemption out to you. I'm going to chat with them on Monday. I was going to text you tomorrow. My boy D'Lo. We went to AEW on Wednesday, D'Lo. It was a blast. Your friend Christian gave us a cold shoulder.
Oh, dude.
Your boy Christian gave us a real cold shoulder. He was, him and Mercedes Monet at one point, they walked past our suite. And, Christian was, like, on the phone down the hall. And I was like, yo, Christian. And he, like, looked over and he, like, ugh, fucking marks.
Big time does.
And he big timed us. And then I go, sorry, Dad. And I thought he'd like look over. I thought, it was a funny comment, with his gimmick and all. And he walked away. He didn't want to hear that either. He big timed us. But they're up there getting away from the crowd, because they're up on the second level. So we weren't mad or anything. It was funny. It was kind of cool because AEW was doing some interviews and stuff in a room, like in one of the suites that was like down the hallway from us. We saw like the Hurt Business up there. Mercedes recorded her promo that was on TV on AEW. She recorded that like 50 feet away from us, so that was kind of cool. All right, box number 2. We've got Arian Foster, 58 of 125, going to the Houston Texans. Zach Thomas. Bucky for the Buccaneers, going to Steven. 65.99 on the player worn mem. We have Michael Irvin. And Bucky again. Your 2 autos. Braylon Trice, 29 of 150. Give us a good auto, please. It's not JJ. It's going to be Dallas. Dallas Turner, 76 of 150. Well, our white sparkle packs are really going to have to save us in this break because we only have one touch so far. This break looked, like football's been really good to us. We're coming to a screeching halt in this one. And Michael Pratt sucked all the air out of the room. We get a booklet, but it was Michael Pratt. No, AEW puts on a good show. I will say, they do a double taping of Dynamite and Collision. Our crowd, as much as we all like wrestling, we were a little tired in that final hour of Collision. Because it's like Dynamite's awesome, and then it builds up to a good main event. And then you start all over and do a second show. And oh man, we were on sugar high, and my wife was all wine drunk. So that third and final hour, or that fourth hour, oh boy. Crowd was high energy through it all, though. All right. Here is your final 2 packs of the break. We are looking for White Sparkle Downtown 1 of 1s. These are my final 2 Optic White Sparkle packs. No more on the market. Kicking off with Zach Moss. We have a rookie on the back. Zach Moss. Jalen Carter for the Eagles. Rookie. Lad McConkey going to the Chargers, going to Justin. Oh, there's a double taping on Raw. That's right. That's a long day too. Because don't they tape like main event as well? You might have a 4.5 hour show. The nice thing about when they're taping though is they don't do like the commercial breaks. So it's just kind of like rapid fire for that second show. It's just like bang, 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 like segment match. But I'd never done a double taping show, so it was exhausting at the end. You're definitely going to get your money's worth. Lad McConkey, when you go to a double taping, you 100% get your money's worth. Because we went to AEW Dynamite back in like December, and like they didn't even... When we went to Dynamite, they didn't record ROH, they didn't record Collision, they didn't record anything. It was just like one dark match to like open the show, and we didn't even get like a bonus segment at the end. It was just like one dark match, Dynamite, send you on your way at 7:15 at night. Like it was crazy how quick it was out. We were like in and out of that building. We're just like, all right, here we go. We like had our suite catered. Like, nobody, like, had really even touched the food because we thought we had a second show. They were going to record, like, ROH or something. We're, like, packing up food to take with us. All right, your final pack in this break. Not a great break, man. We need a big hit to wrap it up. Send us home happy. And you know, White Sparkle Downtown. We're going to kick it off with Sky Moore. Sky Moore. Jalen Hurts. That's probably a one-touch on Jalen Hurts.
Yeah.
Final card of the break. I see purple. Rookie. We're looking for JJ. Dallas Turner's probably also a one-touch, though. Dallas Turner to send us home. Going to Minneapolis, Minnesota. The Vikings. That's RGL. I'm going to guess that Hurts is probably a one-touch on a white sparkle. Sky Moore, definitely not. When I went last time, I watched Sammy Guevara and another wrestler get knocked out. I'm not sure what show that would be. Matt Hardy and Sammy Guevara, was that when they got knocked out? $505 if you could give me any comps on Hertz, White Sparkle, 81, 61, 9, whatever. It's already in a one-touch. I was going to say, if you want to give me comps on Dallas Turner, please.
Dude, why does Hurts like
Jalen Hurts for the Eagles. Super Bowl champion. Eagles. Going to Chang.
MVP of the Super Bowl?
Yeah. Sammy and Matt Hardy. I think they both got hurt in that match. I think that might be right.
Sammy also didn't he injure Jeff Hardy too?
Did Sammy Guevara hurt both the Hardys?
Like years later, like a couple years later.
Turner 33 and 56, so not quite. Why could that be JJ? JJ probably be like $800. Okay, Irving, Braylon Trice, Dallas Turner. Man, Inception just did not come through. We had a booklet from Inception too, and it was Michael Pratt. Roman Wilson to 125. Man, football's been so good to us all week long, and then we ran into that break and kind of stumbled. It was when Ospreay and Ricochet first fought each other, and Okada. What a show! Okada and Danielson on a show. You get to see, and you got to see that live. Okada and Bryan Danielson. You know who we didn't get to see? Bryan Danielson. You know why? My wife decided it was time to go home. And then as we were leaving the arena, we hear his music hit for the off-camera. Fucking send the fans home happy. Except it sent us home sad because we didn't get to see him. Had to watch it on Twitter. Michael Pratt on the booklet. Jalen Hurts. JJ White Sparkle, 1800, 1802, 1359, 1750. Did I sell mine to Sam Lee for $1,200? What on earth? Jalen Hurts on the White Sparkle, Lad McConkey on the White Sparkle, and a Drake May Resurgence auto. Your only one touches in that break.
I'm messing